Hello lovely people, so I'm back, and so is Phoebe. Obviously she's going to stare all video and she might squeak, so we shall see how we go. um, where are we? We are in, I don't know, week 11,000 of lockdown, and we've managed to get up to the boat today, in and amongst not very busy schedules, even though we keep running out of time. um, so we are not liveaboards. So what that basically means for sort of current government guidelines is that we can take the boat out for like short trips for the day, and we're allowed into the marina again now. But because we're not liveaboards, we can't like actually get out and get out on the cart and kind of be aboard. So we're kind of coming up and down, as and when we can, to like check things like the bilge and things like that, general, general upkeep and all the safety things that we like to check on, and gas, electric, all things. But what I did is I thought I'd make a little video today and kind of start off telling you kind of about the boat, and then hopefully by the time kind of this video goes out, we will be able to cruise for extended periods of time, and you're going to be able to kind of see more cruising videos and more what it's like when you're aboard and out on the cart and kind of off-grid living, really. So here we go. So I've got some notes, so if I keep looking up and down, it's because my memory is atrocious. I'll give you a little tour of the boat today and tell you a little bit more about her, but I will start by telling you that we bought her on May the 4th last year, Star Wars Day. It is not lost on me. So we bought her on May the 4th last year, and we had a kind of a list in mind with the things that we wanted, and the boat we bought had none of them. And from what I understand from other boaters and getting to know other boaters, is that that is quite common, to buy something that you don't set out to start, the initial ideas. So this boat is a Brummagem. I'm fairly sure that I'm saying that wrong, so apologies if I'm massacring it. She's a steel 63-foot boat built in the 1990s. I think it was 1990 exactly. She is a cruiser stern with a traditional layout and a pump out toilet. We did not want a traditional layout and we did not want a pump out toilet, but it's like buying houses, isn't it? We kind of stepped aboard and she was perfect. She was exactly what we were looking for. She used to be a hire boat by Crofton or Croft or something like that. I think she was owned by, but the person, excuse me a minute, come up here, stop me squeaking. But the person who owned her before us, converted her, bought her and converted her to become a liveaboard, because they lived aboard for a while, which is one of the reasons I think that she was so perfect for us, because that is the kind of the long-term goal. So she is, what is she? She's kind of a British racing green colour all over, and when we bought her, there was one bedroom on board, and that was kind of it. The sofa that I'm sat on at the moment is an IKEA job, actually, quite a solid one, and it does fold out into a narrow boat size double, so 4 foot. But since we've owned her, I'm going to stop erming. So bear with. Okay, I'll get used to it. Since we've bought her, we've actually converted her, so she's got a double bed, standard double bed, and 2 singles, and then this one in the lounge converts as well. So you can get kind of 5 people on here. But where we are a traditional layout, the bathroom is in the middle of the first and second bedroom. So if you're sleeping sort of a couple and 2 singles on here, that's fine. The minute you put someone on the couch, it needs to be a family member, because they've got to get through one of the bedrooms to get to the bathroom. So yeah, so enough waffling from me. Let me turn the camera around and I'll give you a wander around. Right, so we're not intending on going anywhere, so we've left the pram up for the moment, but that's the view down the length of the boat. And then this is the view as you very first go down the steps. So we bought her knowing that she needed a little bit of work, and luckily enough, camera husband is pretty good at that sort of thing. So so these kinds of things will all get done. I'll get himself to talk to you about the engine, because that is not my area yet, but obviously I'm going to have to get there. So it's a bit cramped down here, but I hope you can get the general idea of it. We've got 2 single beds down here. So these are narrowboat caravan style singles. So they are 2 foot wide, but they are full length. So I've got teenage twin girls, perfect for that, perfect size for those monsters. We have started, let me see if I can't, let me see if I can't stop Emin for a start and pan you away. So as you can see by the side walls, the over here, everything's dark. Now, when we bought the boat, everything was dark wood, and it's just not to our taste. So we are slowly working through sanding everything down, undercoating everything, and returning everything back to white. You will also be able to see down here where the beds are, we've got a lot of kind of replica wood and things like that, and the carpet all up the walls. It's like the lesser of two evils, the carpet up the walls. So it's really, really useful because it keeps the heat in, and it's nice and soft. It's easy to keep clean, but it is a carpeted wall, so it is down to your taste, obviously. So as you can see, we're looking at a radiator. I mean, she has got a radiator central. She has got a central heating system that is powered by the diesel engine, I want to say, but again, they are questions for himself. So if you've got kind of central heating, water related questions, drop them in the comments down below and we will put them all together, and I will get camera husband to answer a few, or at least tell me the answers to a few if he doesn't want to sit in front of the camera. Right, so this is the bathroom, which is right at the bottom of the single beds, and again, towel rail with a full pump out toilet in here. We will, when we move aboard, we will go over to a composting toilet. Just around the corner to the right is the shower stall, which again we want to pull out, but I'll do a little video on that when we pull it out and give you a before and after. So this one goes into the main bedroom, and that is a 4-foot double that we will put a bolster to the right hand side so that it is more of a double. The mass on the bed is one of those, I don't know what you call them, sucky up sheets. We bought them from IKEA. So there is a king size duvet and two single duvets in there. It's a really good way to keep them dry when you are not liveaboard, and I suppose even if you are. We do tend to strip the beds back to stop any kind of leak, dust, damp, anything like that. So that's that. I'm assuming that they're the original windows from the 1990s that are in there. We would like to replace those windows, but I think that's going to be more like next summer now, because we've got other bits and pieces that we want to get done. So we want to get painted in here. And again, we've got sort of partial carpet and part of it needs tidying up, really. Just needs tidying up. So, and then let me see if I can spin you around slowly. So there is wardrobe space in there, but again, you know, we want to pull it out. So back around. And so because she's a traditional layout, it means you've got the bedrooms and the bathrooms to the stern of the boat. And then the bow of the boat is where the galley and kind of the living area is. Now, the way that it's been sort of refurbished, I suppose you'd say, by the previous owner, there is no dinette or anything like that in here. And I think we'd like to put one back, but it is going to be something that we live with for a while. So there is a washing machine on board, but you need to be kind of running at full power with the engines going and full solar and everything. So to be honest, we have used it once, but it is something that we'd like to get off and have more of a twin tub on board that isn't such a power suck. Standard oven, and then this side down there, I've got the doors open at the moment, is a 12-volt fridge that we shut down when we're not on board. So I put a tea towel in to stop the door from shutting, because no one wants the kind of smell. Right, okay, so that's standard. Lots of cupboard space in here. You know, really lots of cupboard space, actually. It's really good. The cooker runs on 2 gas bottles that are in the bow of the boat. And what's it got? We've got pump out for water, so when you turn the taps on and you need it, when you turn the shower on, and we've got little switches that we turn on that make sure that the water pumps out. We do only use sort of ecologically safe, sort of green, I can't think of the words, they're dying today, so like fairy liquid and shower gel and things like that, we make sure that they're all safe because it does go straight out into the canal. So anything that is classed as, I think it's grey water, I think that's what you call it, so anything that comes out of your sink or your shower goes into the canal. Anything that comes out of your toilets goes into the pump out tank underneath the boat, and then we get them pumped out. But obviously, if you want more information on that, because toilets are a big deal to boaters, then just drop some comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. So yeah, so that's the galley. Let's spin you back around. Right then, so this is the living area. Again, as I said, big sofa from IKEA. It's very comfortable as well. We've got the colours right in here on the walls. So, and that is, for anyone that's interested, that's the Valspar paint from B&Q. And I tell you what, it went on absolutely wonderfully. Well, I'd undercoated everything, and then yeah, the walls came up really well. I was really pleased. Lovely matte finish, and I only needed to get 2 coats on, and covering up all that dark wood, whew, was some going. We've got a standard log burner in the far left hand corner. Again, need a little bit of work doing on the chimney, a little bit of cement and upkeep and all the rest of it. And there is a telly in the right hand corner. Again, something we're going to get to. Oh, she's back. She's back, little puppy. And then, excuse the noise of slobbering dog. And this goes out into the well deck, which we do use a lot in the summer, but I will do more of a, I'll give you more of a tour around there later. It's a little bit of a tour and what's on board. So as you can see, there is bits and pieces that need doing that we're going to be refurbing as we come back up and down. We've got, what have we got? In the ceilings, we've got quite old style little LED lights, which do tend to kind of pop out in bits and pieces. So we are going to have a look at the electrics, but that's the beauty of camera husband being able to do all these things. So yeah, there will be changes as we go, and I will kind of walk you through them. I think the bathroom is going to be one of the first ones we look at, because as soon as you want to take it out for extended periods of time, you want to be able to kind of get the bathroom working properly. We will be leaving the pump out on board until we sort of permanently move aboard as continuous cruisers, but that isn't going to be for a couple of years yet, because my youngest 2 are nearly 15, so they're not going anywhere anytime soon. But yeah, composting toilet is definitely the way we want to go. What else can I tell you? We're at a marina full time because we don't want her out on the cart. Really good job, really, when you look at lockdown and things like that. We've been stuffed to be able to get to her. We're moored up in the south towards Basingstoke. If you want to know more about our marina or marina fees or anything like that, I'm quite happy to share. So just drop comments down below and I will tell you as much as I can. And I think that's enough waffle from me this week. But yeah, if there's any questions or anything you're interested in or anything you want to know, really, I'll do my best to kind of tell you and share, because I'm learning as I go also, this being my very first narrowboat. I'll see you all later. Lovely people.